About the author, Eleanor Estes was an American children's author and a children's librarian. Her book Ginger Pie, which she also created illustrations for, won the Newbery Medal. Three of her books were Newbery Honor winners, and one was awarded the Lewis Carroll Self Award. So, students, before starting the chapter, I'll give you the introduction of the chapter. The Hundred Dresses is a beautiful story based on the real experience of the writer. It is about a girl who is teased by her classmates. This girl was Wanda, who always claimed to having 100 dresses. Her classmates always made fun of her, as her claim was in contradiction to the fact that she always came to dress wearing the same blue faded dress. And her classmates assumed her name to be funny. Her name was not common because she came to an America town as a Polish immigrant with her family. The truth about her 100 dresses revealed when she submitted her 100 different drawings in the drawing competition. They were the same 100 dresses that she used to describe often. All of those 100 dresses were extremely beautiful. And this story also tells about the discrimination and judgmental attitude of the people. So, we'll see how a poor young girl, Wanda Petronsky, is judged by her classmates. Good morning, students. Now, I'll explain you the rest part of the story line by line. So, today, even though they had been late to school, so Wanda didn't come that day, and after waited for her so long, they both, Maddie and Peggy, got late for school. Maddie was glad she had not had to make fun of Wanda, and Maddie was happy that they couldn't get a chance to make fun of Wanda. She worked her arithmetic problems absentmindedly 8 times 8, and she was engaged in her maths problem, but she couldn't study properly and she was completely lost. She wished she had the nerve to write Peggy a note. Then she decided that she had to write a note to Peggy because she knew that she never would have the courage to speak right out to Peggy to say, "Hey Peggy, let's stop asking Wanda how many dresses she has." As Maddie didn't like Peggy to tease Wanda, and she had not that much courage so that directly she can ask Peggy to stop teasing her. So then she decided to write a note in which she wanted to mention that to stop teasing and making fun of Wanda. When she finished her arithmetic, she did start a note to Peggy. When finished her arithmetic, she started writing a note to Peggy. Suddenly she paused and shuddered. Suddenly she stopped and became frightened. She pictured herself in the schoolyard, a new target for Peggy and the girls. And then she imagined that if she would write the note and give it to Peggy, she would be teased instead of Wanda by other girls and Peggy. Peggy might ask her where she got the dress that she had on. She also thought that Peggy would ask her, "Where did you get the dress that you are wearing?" The Maddie would have to say it was once Peggy's old ones that Maddie's mother had tried to discuss with. Then the Maddie would have replied that the dress was of Peggy old ones and her mother had tried to discuss with new trimming, so no one in room 13 would recognize it. So the Maddie was saying that she would have said it's of Peggy's old dress that her mother had changed with new trimmings. Trimmings means decoration. So that none of her classmates could identify it. Only Peggy would decide of her own accord to stop having fun with Wanda. Then she wished Peggy stopped having fun with Wanda of her own choice. Oh well, Maddie ran her hand through her short blonde hair as though to push the uncomfortable thoughts away. Then suddenly she ran her hand through her hair as a gesture to drive away all those thoughts in her mind. What difference did it make? Slowly, Maddie tore into bits the note she had started. Then, slowly, he tore that paper into bits which she had started writing a note to Peggy. She was Peggy's best friend, and Peggy was the best liked girl in whole room. Then she said herself, Peggy was the most liked girl in the whole room, and she was her best friend as well. Peggy could not possibly do anything that was really wrong, she thought. Then she thought that Paddy couldn't be wrong, and she tore and threw the note which she was writing. As for Wanda, she was just some girl who lived up on Boggy's height and stood alone in the schoolyard. So, after thinking of Peggy and clear her thoughts about Peggy, she started thinking about Wanda. She thought that Wanda was just another girl living in Boggin Heights. She scarcely ever said anything to anybody. Scarcely means hardly. She hardly said anything to anybody. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her 100 dresses. And one time she had talked about her 100 dresses in the schoolyard. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses, pale blue with colored trimmings. Maddie remembered when Wanda was talked about her pale blue dress and pale blue dress with colored trimming with color decoration, and she remembered another that was brilliant jungle green with the red chest, and another one she remembered that she also told about her another dress that was jungle green with red chest. You had looked like a Christmas tree in that, the girl had said in the pretended admiration. And then Maddie remembered those incidents when she was being teased by the other girls, and the girls made fun of her by saying she had rather looked like a Christmas tree in that dress. Thinking about Wanda and her dresses, 100 dresses, all lined up in the closet. While thinking about Wanda and her 100 dresses all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. As there was a drawing and coloring contest in the school, so Maddie began to think who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest. For girls, this contest consisted of designing dresses, and for boys, the designing motorboats. So, for girls, that contest was designing the dresses, and for boys, they had to design the motorboats. Probably Peggy would win the girls' medal. Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room, as Peggy was the best artist in the room. So probably everybody was thinking that Peggy would definitely win the girls' medal. At least that's what everybody thought. And everybody was thinking the same, that Peggy would win the contest. She could copy a picture in a magazine or some film star's head so that you could almost tell who it was. So as she was a good artist, she could copy exactly the picture and portrait from the book, from the magazine, and from any book. Oh, Maddie was sure Peggy would win. Well, tomorrow the teacher was going to announce the winners. They would know. So the Maddie was sure that Peggy would win and result were to be announced the next day by the teachers. The next day it was drizzling. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. So the next day, the day when the results were to be announced, it was raining lightly. Drizzling means raining lightly. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. So Maggie and Paddy, they were going to school. They were best friends. They were going to school under one umbrella. That was Peggy's umbrella. Naturally, on a day like this, they didn't wait for Wanda. And that day they didn't wait for Wanda because they were getting late for school. Generally, they used to wait for Wanda for making fun of her for a long time, and due to this, they always late to school. But that day, they didn't wait for Wanda Petronsky. On the corner of Oliver Street, the street that far away under the railroad tracks and up the hill, led to Boggins Heights. So generally, they used to wait for Wanda Petronsky on the corner of Oliver Street that led to the Boggin Heights where Wanda Petronsky lived. Anyway, they weren't taking chance to being late today because that day was important. That day they were not taking any chance for being late to school because that day was very crucial, because that day the results were going to be announced. Do you think Miss Mashin will announce the winners today? Asked Peggy. So Peggy was very curious about the result and she asked whether Miss Mashin would announce the result that day. Oh, I hope so, the minute we get in, said Maddie. Of course, you will win, Peg. Then she replied. Then Maddie replied, yes, of course, within a moment they'll be inside the classroom. Then the class teacher will announce. Of course, you will win, Peg. And of course, she would win. Hope so, Peggy eagerly. And Peggy said, hope so. The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped. Gasp means a sudden or short intake of breath just because of surprise and shock. So, the moment those two girls entered the classroom, they were surprised. Why were they surprised? They were surprised because there were drawings all over the room. On every ledge and window sill, dazzling colors and brilliant, lavish designs all drawn on the great sheet of wrapping paper. So why were they surprised? Because they saw there were drawings all over the room on every ledge. Ledge means shelf and window sill means the bottom of the window. Dazzling colors, bright colors and brilliant. Lavish designs, they were of grand designs. All drawn on the great sheet, they were drawn on the great sheets of wrapping paper. There must have been 100 of them. And those drawings were of 100 in numbers, all lined up. These must be the drawings for the contest, and they were. So everybody was thinking these drawings for the contest, and they were. Everybody stopped and whistled or murmured admiringly. So everybody stopped and surprised on seeing those 100 drawings lying inside the room, and whistled and murmured. Murmured means speak slowly, admiring. And they were admiringly, very slowly, to those drawings. As soon as the class had assembled, Miss Mason announced the winners. As soon as all the children, when they were assembled inside the class, Miss Mason announced the winners. Jack Bagels had won for the boys, she said, and his designs for an outboard motor was on exhibition in room 12. Then she announced from the boys' side, Jack Bagels was the winner, and he drew his design for an outboard motor which was exhibited in room number 12, along with the sketches by all the other boys. Along with his design, other sketches were also being displayed in the room. As for the girl, she said, although just one or two sketches were submitted by most, when she announced the result of girl, she said there were only one or two sketches were submitted by most of the girls. One girl and room number 13 should be proud of her. Then she said one girl and room number 13 should be proud of her because this girl actually drew 100 dress designs. Because that room number 13 and that girl should be proud of her because she had actually drew 100 designs, and they all were different and very beautiful. In the opinion of the judges, any one of the drawing is worthy of winning the prize. And according to the judges, all the drawings were good, and any one of the drawings is worthy to win the gold medal. I am very happy to say that Wanda Petronsky is the winner of the girls' medal. At the last, she was delighted to announce that Wanda Petronsky was the winner of the girls' medal. Unfortunately, Wanda has been absent from school for some days and is not here to receive the applause that is due to her. So unfortunately, Vanda had not been coming to school for past 2-3 days, and she was not there to receive the medal. Let us hope she'll be back tomorrow. Then teacher said in the hope that she would be back next day. Now class, you may file round the room quietly and look at her exquisite drawings. Then the teacher told the students to be quiet and look at her beautiful and well-made drawings. The children burst into applause, and even the boys were glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor, put their fingers in their mouths and whistles, though they were not interested in dresses. So when all the students they had a look at the designs, they were very happy. The girls were really surprised to see such beautiful design. Though boys were not much interested, they just had a chance to have fun inside the room. Look back, whispered Maddie. There is that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? While looking at the dress, Maddie whispered to Peg and said to her that the blue dress, once she told us about it, was it beautiful? Yes, said Peggy, and here is that green one, boy, and I thought I could do. Then Peggy said yes, and then afterwards she said there was one green one that she thought she could draw. Then she thought she could draw. On that day, Peggy realized that Wanda Petronsky was the best artist, unless she was thought that she was the best artist in the classroom. So student, this was the explanation of the first part of the 100 dresses.